Can you make a wrong decision? Are you plagued by indecisiveness? Well, let's break that down. Fear of making the wrong decision. So there's a belief that there can be something wrong and right, and there's a belief that fear is involved in it. So the fear of making a wrong decision. If you do something wrong, what are you afraid of? Consequence, punishment, some kind of deprivation, loss, sacrifice, something suffering, suffering in any form. Well, go back to your childhood. How do parents raise us? Well, they reprimand us. They provide us consequence. They punish us. They deprive us. I take your toy away. Go to your room. You need to be ostracized and alone. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve my understanding because you did something wrong. And that gets continued into all relationships. Teachers do that to us. And then you go and date. You did something wrong. Now someone doesn't want to be with you. Now there's a loss of love. Friends are mad at you and they can't be friends with you anymore. Or you don't want to be friends with them anymore. Now you feel like you're afraid to make that decision because you feel like that decision is somehow your identity. So it's not just we're afraid of the consequence of the decision. We believe our decisions are who we are. Oh, I'm that kind of a person because I made that decision. Those are all belief systems of the self concept of the ego. And so you want to forgive all of that and try to see the world differently. Because you can't make a wrong decision. Everything is right. Because even if you make a decision to be with someone, it doesn't work out the way you want, and now you feel loss and deprivation of love and sadness and a cycle of your parent, that's actually a lesson. It's teaching you what you believe about yourself. That's why it's happening. And so you want to recognize and forgive the story you're telling yourself that's rendering you in despair, that's making you upset, that the belief that you can have loss. It wasn't loss because you can't lose love. You can't lose money because you can't lose safety. We often put safety on money. We put safety on being in love with someone or our happiness onto it. And that's where the universe will take from you to show you your happiness can be built internally. And so it needs to show you where you're putting it, to remove it, to make you uncomfortable, to make you feel unsafe, so you could recognize in this moment, okay, let me work with this trigger. Let me see deeper. Where can I rewire my source of happiness? Well, it's here. So let me stop pointing it out there. But most people don't want to do that. They think, oh, let me get another relationship. Oh, I'll just get another job. It'll all be different. The same belief system you have will follow you wherever you go. So whatever suffering you're having, wherever you're at, you're right where you're supposed to be. And you're supposed to learn this lesson. So instead of spending time opposing it and being upset or in fear of making decisions, forgive all of that. How can I see this situation as being the best thing for me? Because it is. So discover the lesson and you can free yourself.